Now we are back at the home of Father Win MC Pix, who's documenting the haunting in the home of his family for over a year now. At this point, Win believes that the ghost of a young boy has followed him even to his daily job site, and he's seeing strange occurrences almost on the daily now.
Oh, it's cold right here. Let's do that on me. Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there. Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that? No. I don't think it's happy we're here. I don't know, dude. Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
Not only could he hear demonic noises in the building that day, but there was the silhouette of a creepy shadow figure, lurking in the corner in one of the rooms, evidently staring at Win. Creepy for sure, and a few nights after that, Win has captured more of the activity that today followed him back into his own house.
I'm playing only up in my office. Something keeps passing by this window. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there? This thing's always closing doors. You need to get out. Dude. Will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
The noises sound pretty similar to what could be heard in the other building, making it almost certain that he is dealing with the same entity here. See how it is walking towards the door and then closing it? Pretty creepy, I would say. Let's see how this case will develop in the future. The next encounter has been shared by Robin Montgomery, who states that the night of this recording she was home alone with her 1-year-old daughter, and while Robin was using the bathroom, she started recording a video as her little daughter wanted to come into the bathroom as well. However, it appears that something else was outside the bathroom door with Robin's little daughter.
Baby. Out. Out. Baby.
There seemed to be a pretty sinister face peeking through the door slit, which is extremely strange, as it appears to be attached to the baby somehow. Some people describe that they actually can see a skull here, and whatever it was does not appear human. And then there's also this weird little hand, which has a completely different color than the hand of her daughter that we see on the left. and it also seems somehow attached to this weird skull. What do you make out of this sighting? Did something otherworldly take place here? Something demonic, perhaps? The next video was shared by a young man who reports that after a Ouija board session with his friends, really strange occurrences started to unfold in the home of his family. His parents are out of the house pretty regularly, and for whatever reason, the scariest encounters seem to unfold whenever the young man is staying alone in the house. People speculate that he might have opened a portal into a dark realm. The following was recorded one night, shortly before the man had planned to go to bed.
Gabe? Gabe? It's your mom. You should come out. You've been in there for so long. Gabe? Come out. Gabe? Gabe, it's your mother. You should come out.
Then what's your name then?
It is pretty unclear what exactly is roaming in this house. Many believe, though, that a demon might be trying to lure him out of his room in order to engage in a possession. Could this be the case? Who can say? Now we want to look at the case of Francisco, who started to become a victim of something that would send shivers down anyone's spine. After moving into a new house, it became evident that an evil entity seemed to be dwelling in there. It's late at night, and Francisco begins to hear strange noises outside of his room, and this is where this recording begins.
Empiezo a grabar porque estoy escuchando sonidos desde el baño muy raros. Y estoy solo en casa. Dentro del baño. Coño.
All of a sudden, the curtain starts to move, indicating that someone might be behind it. However, in that very instant, the curtain falls, only to reveal that there was nothing and no one behind it. And this was just the beginning. A few days after, it escalated even more.
Activar esto solo, tío. No se apaga. Se acaba de activar esto solo. Hola. Acabo de activar la cámara, chico, porque estoy escuchando sonidos de nuevo que vienen de la habitación. Hola. ¿Qué es lo que quieres? ¿Hay alguien en mi casa? ¿Hay alguna entidad? Miren, chico, miren. Hola.
It started to move objects around the house now and was even able to open and close doors by itself. Not a good sign, to be honest.
Señora, estoy grabando porque estoy escuchando otra vez los sonidos. ¿Escuche? Oye, ya. Coño, se acaba de encender otra vez el aparato. ¿Volvió a encenderse eso? ¿Hola? Oye, soy un niño. ¿Qué cojones? No hay nadie.
Now, all of a sudden, the cries of a child started to be present in his house. And if that wasn't creepy enough, they seemed to be stemming right out of Francisco's bedroom.
¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué coño? ¿Qué cojones? No puedo creer. No lo puedo creer.
Francisco was so concerned that he even started contacting a local priest, and they exchanged messages about how to deal with this particular haunting in his home. The priest told him that this was a pretty dangerous situation, and that it sounded like the entity had attached itself to him, and unfortunately there wasn't much the priest could do for him. And the following happened only a night after.
¿Eso? ¿Eso?
A hand was visible at the edge of the curtain, and it appears that Francisco had managed to capture how it materialized, providing further evidence that what inhabited the house was completely real, perhaps even demonic. To this day, Francisco doesn't fully know what this thing is or what it wants from him, and the case is still ongoing. Late into the night, in the confines of her own kitchen, Peshka, a young woman, takes out her camera to record a video. The purpose behind the spontaneous recording was to showcase a recently acquired ice machine that has been giving her an eerie feeling. Peshka explains that this ice maker has a penchant for emitting peculiar, unsettling noises during the late hours. So, on one fateful night, as the ice machine could be heard again, Peshka ventures into the kitchen to capture these unsettling sounds on video. Peshka steps into the kitchen and, for a fleeting moment, captures the image of a young girl. Even more unsettling, this strange-looking figure vanishes into thin air the moment the light flickers back on. The question still lingers: did Peshka inadvertently capture something paranormal on her camera? Who can say? This video was recorded by a user called Cable Car Spy, and she states that one night when she was home alone in the house, she heard some inexplicable noises from the second floor. And then a moment after, the door in the living room started to move on its own. That's when she started recording. She shared the clip on Reddit afterwards and was looking for help. Let's check that out.
Okay, I don't know what is going on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No way. No way. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. There is nobody here. This is insane. Oh my god.
Did you notice it? Let's check that again. A man is peeking down the staircase to the left. And no, apparently it was not another family member. She didn't notice it at first, only after watching the replay. Which is pretty weird, isn't it? So we can rule out an intruder, if it isn't a friend of hers. Maybe a paranormal incident. Nightmare Paranormal were documenting a specific case. The family we were filming at states that a man is haunting their adopted daughter. She hears him and sees him all of the time. There's also a spirit of a child. The hauntings are now affecting the parents. The mom can now hear the spirit respond to questions they ask. The dad hears the voices of his wife and daughter when they are not home. Somehow it's a case of mimicking. A demonic presence will do that. So this is pretty terrifying, isn't it? Let's take a look at their capture. It almost appears that something small is walking by the doorway. Can we be sure? Of course not. Is it maybe just an artifact of the camera? Hard to say. But with all that history, who knows, maybe it is something from another realm. This video stems from Diane, the canning nana, and she shared it with the internet because apparently she caught something really terrifying one night. In general, she posts videos about cooking and traveling. She starts explaining in her description. So, totally unrelated to any content I have ever done. We found this today on our living room camera at 2 AM in the morning. Very clearly a woman. Even Noah, our cat, saw her. You can see his eyes near the end of the video. I'm sensitive to feeling spirits of family members. I've been saying for months I feel a spirit here I do not recognize. You tell me what you all think. To us it looks like an older woman with long hair. Whatever is roaming through the living room seems to be a pretty small statue. Do you see the shape of a lady? Whatever it might be, if it's not a member of the family, it must have been a terrifying discovery. In the following video, we have TikTok user Daniela, who is telling us about a CCTV recording that her parents have captured. The camera is located above the entrance to the basement. Strange noises at night had caused them to keep this area under surveillance. This particular night, an unexplainable object seems to be noticeable.
So my parents think that their basement's haunted, and then they caught this on camera. What is that? What is that?
This looks pretty odd, doesn't it? Almost as if a face is coming through the door slit, which is impossible, of course. Other people even pointed out that they see one of the entity's eyes. And then it just vanished. Very curious. What's your explanation? The following paranormal events have been documented by Franco Bonifacio, who appears to be a model from Argentina. He states in one of his first Instagram stories that he was playing a game with friends one night. It all started with a wall piece moving on its own one day, and the following night he documented these events live while talking to a friend.
Tipo sola, no hizo otra cosa. Amigo, ahí lo hizo de vuelta. Yo cagazo de esto, de verdad. Tipo, supuestamente habíamos hecho todo bien. No era porque pasó algo raro ni nada. Ah, no, amigo, anda a cagar.
What follows next is when Franco can capture furniture moving and even some light anomalies for the first time. Here he was woken up by loud breathing noises at night, stemming from the other side of the door. And he also believes to see a little shadow. The house of his family has several CCTV cameras set up, and they have recorded something even more mysterious that night. It is also said that he felt an immense chest pain, which had him hospitalized for the following days. Strange. Franco didn't even notice that something was up until a friend of his told him to take a closer look. Is it a tall shadow figure peeking in on him? What's also interesting is the fact that several electronic devices just started to malfunction or glitch once in a while. But a really inexplicable occurrence took place during the day, when one of their home trainers was being used by an unseen force. Somebody was downstairs ringing the doorbell, but the doorbell camera decides to shut off for some reason. Here, Franco states that he checked the camera after hearing the elevator, and that an object was being moved around in the hallway. Can you see the face? Does it belong to an evil being that he summoned up that night? Unexplained night anomalies, as well as other curious events, keep taking place. After a couple of days, the activity then seems to get even stronger, with the CCTV camera recording violent attempts to open the door in the midst of night. Next, Franco posts a selfie, and maybe what appears to be another shadow figure in the back. Then, one of the following nights, he can capture a voice that seemed to be moaning. Of course, Franco does not know where it could stem from. On another phone call, his friend captured the activity this time as well. And it only got worse from there. The shadow is now seen on an almost daily basis. Probably not a good sign. And something seems to have left these marks on the walls of the house. Mysterious. One of his last documented captures so far is the one of the shadow figure standing right behind him while he was on a live stream for his fans. Well, his case is still ongoing. What do you think? The following video has been captured by a home surveillance camera of user Clocan, and apparently it looks like that the spirit of their little cat was captured lying in the living room on one of their sofas. It's interesting because this shape could not be seen with the human eye at the time. But maybe it's something completely different. Let's hear what Clocan is actually stating. Not sure if this can be explained, but I caught what looks like my cat Blackjack, who passed away almost exactly a year ago, materializing on one of our sofas to the far left when I turned the lights on from my phone. There was nothing black on the sofa, just the pillows that are red, grey and cream. What was it? It can clearly be noticed how at first the sofa appears to be completely empty besides the said pillows, and then out of nowhere a shadow-like object appears once the light turns on slowly. What is your explanation? Could it in fact be the spirit of Blackjack that is visiting his former home, or is it just a simple shadow being cast by something nearby? This video was sent by Jessie and was recorded by the Ring camera of her sister. She states, "My sister doesn't believe in ghosts at all, but she sent me this video 2 days ago. She said she was outside, smoking, and felt something weird, like someone was watching her. She checks her video from time to time, but this one, she knew she needed to check, and this is what she caught. She lives in West Virginia. Her house isn't facing any other houses. There's just woods on the other side of the road, and in her front yard is just her daughter's swing set. So, what has her camera caught that night? Apparently there's an unexplained apparition. Let's take a look at that." There appears to be something walking by the railing on the other side of the porch. It looks like an apparition that is semi-transparent before it dematerializes into a mist-like shape. This is very odd. I don't believe that this has been caused by another person. I'm pretty sure it's something else. It's also unlikely that it was a reflection of some sorts. I wonder, could her sister capture something paranormal here? But not only Ring cameras can capture some mysterious encounters. There's also the trusty baby cam that is being used in many homes around the world to make sure that even the youngest ones of our family can sleep safely at night. The following has been captured by user Shadow Panda, and it shows an eerie recording, which reminds viewers of a face peeking through the banisters of the crib where her baby is sleeping. She states, "My 10-month-old son was taking a nap. I checked on him via the baby monitor and noticed something odd. This is not clickbait, nor is it edited. I have no idea what I caught on camera, but I'm still freaked out."
What is this thing? There's Cameron.
At this point, you also might wonder, what does that creepy face belong to? Or is it just an object that is placed there? There appears to be nothing there that could cast a shadow, or otherwise be responsible for that weird image.
There's nothing there.
What could it have been in the end? Your guess is as good as mine. When you're on an urban exploration, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, or at least unexpected events that can unfold. The following has been captured by a user named Edgy Chris and Dom, and he ventured through an abandoned building with who appears to be his girlfriend. They were just exploring the rooms when he saw another person, although he thought they were alone at that time. Strange. Let's see.
Yo, this place is crazy, bro. Oh, moms.
Babe,
What?
where are you going?
I swear I just seen something.
Don't fucking start that shit. Babe!
Bro, what the?
Right after the two make it into this part of the building, there appears to be a person moving into one of the rooms to the right. At least we can see a shadow. But when they go after it, they can't find anything. So the question has to be asked, was it maybe something paranormal? I lean more towards a person that was also there, unknowingly of course. This video was uploaded by the channel Paranormal Explorers, and they visited the supposedly haunted Hill House Farm. to conduct a paranormal investigation. The channel owner states, "Looking through the English Heritage Historic Buildings listing page, I came across an entry for a 17th to 18th century gate pier at Link House Farm in Blythe. I wasn't aware of this gate pier, even though I must have passed it dozens of times. To be fair, it is not easily visible from the road. Link House Farm is something of an oddity, being a derelict range of farm buildings surrounding the modern beach leisure facilities. Now, let's see what they could come up with this night."
I hear a scream up here. Yeah. Careful with the floors, Dean. I'm not going any further than here. Because of the floors. In there. It's proper bad. There's loads of stuff left. Anyways, I've got such a bad feeling standing here, mate. Yeah, proper. Look at that burner.
At this point, they capture something that they believe could be of paranormal nature.
Rascals, yeah.
What do you think? Is it maybe just a bug?
Rascals, yeah.
But they captured more than that. At this point they decided to venture even deeper into this building. And it is here where a possible shadow is rocking right in front of their camera.
Was anyone in the attic?
There's anyone here right now? Wants to communicate? Space radar. But there's anyone there who wants to come?
Did you see that? Let's look at that again. So I definitely think that this could be a legit capture. What is your opinion? Could it be something else? This clip was recorded by a user named Serpent95. And on the post it says, "My friend filmed this video while walking in Thailand with elephants. When she was back at home in Sweden, she watched the video and realized that she was not only accompanied by the street dog that night. Any guesses of what it might be? Let's take a look." Another user comments, "I agree, it's a strange clip. I'm not denying that at all. I would assume the dog might acknowledge them with at least a glance. Was there a doorway behind that wall or anything?" And Serpent replies, "No, it wasn't a door there. It's on the other side of the house. And since she was there for many months, she also got to know the people who were working there, so she didn't see anyone who wore that type of clothing." What do you guys think? Is it something mysterious? Or just a person in a weird robe? Certainly pretty eerie. Then there is Tomato Superman, who could come up with his own version of a ghost capture in an old pub. His thread reads as follows. Security footage from my walk a few days ago. It's an old pub that was a hotel before that. We've heard that before, haven't we? I'm not sure what to make of it, as I'm a skeptic at best. Any thoughts? No, let's check that video out. Maybe it's even the same spirit, who knows? Turns out that this CCTV capture is a completely different story. A pinkish orb of energy is rapidly traveling up the staircase. And I don't believe that it is just a dust particle. Other viewers pointed out that the fast redirection of the orb is proof that there's something else going on, and I feel inclined to agree with that. What do you think? Maybe a former hotel guest that is roaming this area at night?